Hey everybody, I want to do a quick update video on the automatic lane changing here when you're using Autopilot 2 with everything set up, which is auto steer. It automatically engages the lane change if you have it selected in your options. I'm going to do a lane change right here, right now, and let's see if it gets squirrely. It's definitely been getting squirrely on me recently. Oh, you see how it pulled it back? It wasn't as squirrely as it has been there. People are going to think I'm weird here. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to go back to the left lane. See how it does. See how it kind of surges in there? Surges again. And actually, that's pretty smooth. But there's a couple times I've used it recently, and comment if you've got an Autopilot 2 on this lane change assist or whatever they call it, automatic lane changing, that it gets really squirrely. It just makes several like pushes, waves of pushing and turning, and then it has to oversteer or steer to correct large steering corrections to avoid going over the lane you're changing into. All right, let's try it one more time here. See how we do. Surging a little bit. Well, see, you can see how it wasn't real smooth. I think you can see that on the video. And it has been much less smooth than that, much more squirrely as I've been doing it. So you want to keep your hands on the wheel, because there's been several times where I felt like it wasn't going to stop when it got into the next lane, and so I had to grab the wheel and stop it from moving because it was going to continue to move, or if it didn't continue to move, it was going to jerk the wheel back so much that it was going to be such an abrupt maneuver that people are going to think I'm drunk behind me or call the cops or something. You know, that's just where it is right now. I think it's just where the system is with learning, and hopefully it'll get better. Now let me go into the left lane here, get behind this guy, maybe he'll move over to the right. There's a surge here, another surge. Now that was pretty smooth. That was very smooth compared to a lot of what's been going on recently. So I'm on this trip now, I'm up in North Carolina, I've been driving, and I've really been using this a lot, and noticed that it could use a lot of improvements, that's for sure. This is already slowing me down. The traffic aware cruise control is slowing me down here, because this person is not moving over. And if you're watching this video, please stay to the right if you've got faster traffic behind you, because I can't pass this guy. Well, let me see what I can do. Let me see if we got enough room. So let me go over. Well, now look how squirrely that was. Whoa, you see how it pulled way over there? That's what I'm talking about. We almost went over to the shoulder there, and it had to jerk the wheel back to the left to stop me from going over the shoulder. That's what's been happening on a regular basis, unfortunately. So at least you saw it there. You know I'm not making it up. So you can imagine what that looks like if you're behind me in traffic. Now let's go again to the left. And initial surge. Second time, there's an initial surge, initial pulsing kind of going across, and then there's another wave of steering, it looks like. And that second wave, sometimes it steers too much into the lane you're going into, and then it has to correct very quickly, and that's what feels really unsettling at times. Let's try it one more time. Let's pass this 18-wheeler, and then we'll go into the right lane. We'll see how it's doing just one last time. But at least you got to see that one instance of the real squirreliness there. And that's when it usually happens, is when I'm going from the left lane into the right lane. That's when I notice it happening. It just steers too far into the right lane and has to pull it back to the left. Alright, we passed the truck, hit the signal. It's not going to let us over until it's clear. Again, it's clear. Now it's going, whoa, see? Too far. It just doesn't feel right. And if you were in this vehicle, you'd know what I'm talking about. And unfortunately behind me, it looks like I'm drunk driving, so don't do this with somebody, like a police officer behind you or whatever. It definitely feels beta when that's happening. So hopefully they'll do an update, some kind of software update to fix that. And I just met with some people over at one of the superchargers that told me that they believe, and people at Tesla believe, apparently, that Autopilot 1 right now is smoother and better driving than Autopilot 2. Even though Autopilot 2 is now up to parity speed-wise, you can do up to 80 miles an hour, it just doesn't operate as well. So hopefully they can fix that with a software update. Thanks for watching.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.